Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, student. How are you today? I hope you are in a good condition. Don't forget, stay at home wearing the mask, and also you have to wash your hand frequently. Okay, nice to meet you again. Today we will discuss about recount text. I hope you are ready to follow our activity today. Okay, let's start. Look at the first slide. Text recount. Let's talk about the social functions and then the structure of the text and linguistic elements. Okay, we will try to discuss one by one. Okay, next slide, text recount. What is recount? Recount is a text that telling the reader about one story, actions, or activity. Its goal is to entertaining or informing the reader. In another word, we can say that recount is a text which retells events or experiences in the past. Okay, I hope you understand the definitions of recount text. Now, the social functions atau fungsi sosial dari recount text yaitu melaporkan, menceritakan, berbagi pengalaman, mengambil teladan, dan kita bisa mengambil apa yang bisa kita pelajari dari sebuah teks sehingga kita bisa menambah pengalaman untuk menjadi manusia yang lebih baik lagi. Okay, next. We come to the generic structure of the text. First, we have orientation, event, and reorientations. We will discuss this item one by one. First, orientation. What is orientation? Or in bahasa Indonesia, we can say, we call it pembuka. It gives the readers the background information needed to understand the text, such as who was involved, where it happened, and when it happened. So it will answer the questions who, where, and when. Okay, let me repeat in bahasa Indonesia. Orientation yaitu berisi awalan cerita. Bagian ini biasanya menjelaskan tentang latar cerita, yaitu seperti tempat dan waktu kejadian. Selanjutnya ada event atau isi. Event, kalau kita terjemahkan event itu diartikan kejadian atau peristiwa. Ya, jadi di bagian kedua ini a series of events ordered in a chronological sequence. Event berisi inti cerita dari recount text. Bagian ini menjelaskan kejadian secara berurutan, dari kejadian A, kejadian B, kejadian C, dan seterusnya. Jadi seperti itu ya, berurutan sehingga akan mudah dinikmati oleh pembaca. Okay, the last part of recount text we have kesimpulan atau penutup teks. Berisi apa di sini penutup teks? Personal comment about the event or what happened in the end. We call it reorientation. Berisi pengulangan dan penutup jalannya cerita. Kita lanjutkan mengenai the characteristic or language features of recount text. Karena menceritakan kejadian atau peristiwa, kita akan menggunakan simple past tense, past continuous tense, past perfect, dan past perfect continuous tense. Saya harap kalian sudah paham mengenai pola kalimat simple past tense dan seterusnya di sini harus hafal dan harus paham karena nanti akan diterapkan dalam pembuatan teks recount. And then using temporal sequence, example on Saturday, on Monday, on Sunday. Temporal sequence, keterangan waktu. Kemudian fokus on specific participants. Ya, jadi ada satu saja pelaku tunggal di situ. Misalkan di sini I. I berarti penulisnya sendiri ya, the writer. Selanjutnya menggunakan kata penghubung using the conjunction such as then, before, after, etc. Kemudian menggunakan action verb ya. Nah, berikutnya saya sajikan contoh dari historical recount text ya, The Battle of Surabaya. Teks ini sudah ada pada buku kalian. Silakan dibaca dengan cermat, dipahami isinya. Tentunya translate ya. You have to translate first. Try to understand the content of the text. After you understand the content of the text, don't forget to do some exercises below. Okay, student, I think that's all for today. Thank you for your attention. Be happy and stay healthy. See you.